It's time to do a tailgate pad. We want to go riding. There we go. Well, that's a tailgate pad, but this thing is just rebuilt, restored, repainted. I don't want to put it on there. In reality, tailgate pads are great for protecting your truck, but not your bikes. It'll scratch the paint, rubs right through, for my bike and for friends' bikes. So what we're going to do today is build something that hopefully protects the bike a little bit more. Let's go. I went on to Amazon. I ordered 2 of these. They will do a through axle, and they got all these attachments here. And I guess if you wanted to strap the back tire, you could use these. And then you can also do a quick release of what I'm running. I ordered 2, and I'll leave room to hopefully, I want to run 1, 2, 3 bikes across the front of the truck there. Yeah, so I got 2. If they work good, I'll order another one. And then I got 4 of these. They're meant to hold a camper shell kind of onto the bed rails here. So that's what I got as a start, and I got scrap metal. Let's do some measurements. All right, so I'm trying to do this project on an affordability level as well, which means using scrap metal that I already have to build the bracket to mount those parts onto. So these bars here, actually, these are angled pieces of steel we'll use to weld the bars to. We'll get into that. And then these bars, I have 2 of them. We'll use 1 and a bit of another one because I need about 4 more inches to get the width of my box. Yeah, and then this one here will sleeve inside. It's an inner diameter is 1 inch, and that's a bit of a smaller piece. This used to be a table that I made to build Land Cruiser parts on. Yeah, so what we're going to start by is building the side rail parts where it's going to clamp. So yeah, that has to be all kind of separated, which we'll do with cutoff disc because I don't have a plasma torch. And we'll just let it rip here. I think I'm going to do is probably rip it right in half. There's 2 L-shaped pieces of steel. I'll rip it, cut the ends off, and then I'll rip it right in half is kind of my thought. So let's get a grinder with a cutoff disc. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to just cut this bracketry off the ends. And I got one here that's clean for on the box side, and then this will be to weld to the round tubing. Yeah, so we'll rip the sides off and then I'll cut it right in half. I think I have enough cut-off discs to make this work too. This one here is about 27 inches long. Kind of what I'm seeing here. So 13.5 inches is what we're after. So let's climb up on the truck here. So if we look here, we can't clamp in this area, but if I go 13.5 inches, that might be a bit excessive. But we get good stability out of it. So I'm just gonna go 13.5. It'll be a bracket from here to here per side. That's what we'll start with.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go 13.5 here. Right at this point. I got these pieces trimmed up. I rounded the edges and smoothed them off. There's one. Here's the other. And I've rounded the inside and the outside so it doesn't cut the truck or the person working with it. Okay. It'll clamp down, I think, something like that. And then the other one will be here. And then
the bike rack will be in the middle?
Yeah, and then we'll probably weld it here, right beside the clamps.
Yo.
So we'll start with that. I'm gonna break out the clamps now. So there's a bolt here. It's gonna take a bit to run through. There, now it's starting to go up. And that's gonna clamp, if you look up over here, it's gonna clamp on the bed rails. Well, sun's going down. Had to go in for supper, but this is kind of what I'm thinking. I did kind of want to put it up against here, but a couple things, being metal, I don't want it to rub through. The other thing is, when I get up under here, I gotta find a spot without these that kind of works. So that's, I think, where it's gonna have to go. So next step is to measure from here to here, and I'll probably do the welding closer to this end instead of center. I should probably get a bike in here, or at least measure one. Okay, so from bike is from the front axle to the back, it's 140. Yeah, so best bet, that gets me almost to the end of the box. I think best bet is probably sticking it closer to the front here. So what do we need? 6 to 2 on the dot, but because I'm sleeving it, we're gonna have it a little bit shorter just to fill it with weld. All right, I'm gonna make a measurement here for both sides, I guess. So we get about the same. All right, so this is the bracket here where the bike will slide onto. And so I put holes in these brackets that I made that correspond with that. I got 3 of them. And they're gonna weld onto the round tube. All right, so that's the middle one. I gotta see if the other ones will line up by putting them on this side, kind of thing. All right, I'm not 100% sure if we'll have any clashes, but we're just gonna build it. Kind of, I threw another bike on here, another one of my vintage. Most of the time, it'll be me and Navigator riding. I'm gonna, instead of putting it here, I'm gonna offset it here on each end cap. And we'll hope for the best that I can take 2 buddies with if I want. If not, might have to build more brackets to add on. But we'll start with this. All right, we're gonna take it off for welding so I don't spot the truck full. I got a little bit on the glass already, I guess, too, but we don't want to do more than a little bit. So, yeah. Cool. All right, 1 can of black, quick clean, and we'll paint it. Okay, we'll let it dry up and then we can mount it into the truck. And it is flat black, and it's actually kind of a nice semi-flat. Not like ugly chalky flat, just a nice one. I don't know how long it's gonna last on there. I didn't prime or anything, but it's gonna serve its purpose well, I think. All right, we're gonna install the brackets now. All right, guys, in this box is a bunch of parts and a bunch of adapters. I think I'll just keep the adapters in a Ziploc bag if I have a different person riding with me. Because you can go through axle or you can go a quick release, and my bikes are quick release. So what we will do is get the quick release adapters out of there. One, two, and I've already set the other side up for testing in the vehicle. And there's a bit of a rubber washer that kind of holds that in place. And just a typical quick release guy here. There we go. So one there, an option there if we need it, and another one. All right, let's try it out. Oh, that's pretty sturdy. The tire, I haven't made a holder yet. I might do something, but it's nice to have this bar here to lean them against. All right, who remembers this bike from last year's build and maybe the year before? It's got a couple of issues, which is why I haven't ridden it much. I had to work on the rail air hanger, but man, it's cool to look at. Figured I'd make some good thumbnails with it. All right, 2 bikes in there, and might be able to fit a third in here. And for camping, actually, that works great because there's lots of room in the middle. And you can obviously close the tailgate. And if I find the bikes bounce, I'll strap around the tire. The first trail we're going to this year is not off-road, so we'll see how that does. There you go. Got a little side profile. Nice and clean. Hopefully it works good. You can see kind of how they clamp in. All right, thanks for stopping by today. And it's 2 evenings project. It didn't take too long. If you have the stuff to do, like welding, grinding, it's like $70 of brackets and clamps from Amazon, and then the metal I had for scrap. So really, it didn't cost much. I mean, yeah, I had to spend $60, and I'm talking Canadian, so I had to spend $60 more to get new welding wire, but that'll do a ton of other fabrication projects on the channel. Yeah, I'm trying to do more bike stuff for you guys. I got one on the stand. Maybe we'll give you a quick peek at that thing before we close out this video. It'll take a bit. I gotta save up for a couple parts on it. It'll be more basic and a backup bike for summer riding. Yeah, we do have this blue one here, but it does need some work, and I just like building bikes. So yeah, we'll bring bikes. We'll bring some more Land Cruiser stuff. Actually, I'm rebuilding that 4BT. It's kind of half assembled. The rotating assembly is done, and that's a Cummins diesel for the Land Cruiser. Yeah, but I wanted a bike system that was not a tailgate pad that didn't scratch the bikes. And as you can see, if you have to take the tailgate pad because there's not enough room on that thing, the center of this is all available for that, to put some more bikes on the tailgate pad. So essentially I could take 4 people along, maybe 5, probably more like 4 if we're using the tailgate pad. But no, my really fancy expensive bike and fancy paint job will not get damaged. As they always say, you don't want your damage to happen in transport. It's got to be earned as a scar on a trail. So as always, get in your shop, get your stuff done, and we'll talk to you later. See you guys.